Will be 8 to go. Can Burton hang on to Kyle? Can he get there? How about Vickers and Boyer and Edwards back set 3rd, 4th, and 5th?
Well, he better get ready to run up. Kyle Busch stacks him up again, trying to get away from him. Oh, trouble. Mike Bliss gets spun around. Oh, got another hard lick. We got a lot of cars spinning here now. The 09, the 52.
Tony Raines involved.
Yeah, hard hit on the Mike Bliss as he tried to dodge him coming back across the track.
That's another stack up just like we saw earlier.
Yep.
Started all the way up front.
There's Tony Raines. You saw the 09 of John West Townley a moment ago. The 1 of Bliss involved. There's the damage. Oh, Bliss. Heavy damage on that.
NASCAR warned Kyle Busch about these starts.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah, wondered if they were going to make something happen there. He had already been warned, and now we're getting it from NASCAR that 18's been called to pit road.
Tore up a lot of good race cars right there.
Coming up pit road.
Late in the road.
Everybody. No, sorry. He is being called to pit road, but all of them.
All of them are.
Yeah, as the leader, they're calling him to lead everyone down pit road. So
you have to wonder if they look at that, how they view that, if that was to. I mean, it didn't seem like he's doing anything wrong, but he was warned the first time. But he has plenty of room there to make that restart, and as long as he's maintaining a pretty good speed, there's really not much they can do.
We proved the last time that happened. We looked at the pointer. We could see that he did keep an even speed down to the start.
Yeah. Again, he has from the start-finish line.
He's carrying it all the way down. See, he's still not gone yet. He carries him way down.
See Bliss coming across and getting into Tony Raines.
It's all started. Jeff Burton had to get on the brakes a little bit. Brian Vickers, they're up in 2nd and 3rd, and they all had to get on the brakes. And then Clint Boyer, Carl Edwards, and Kevin Harvick had to get on the brakes. So then everything starts happening behind there.
Remember, the speed's 55 on the racetrack. There it is. He's running 55.
Nothing you can say about that. And again, he has all the way to the start-finish line to start this race.
Yeah, he never dipped below 55. He accelerated from there on up.
Yeah, not a thing he's doing wrong. It's just these guys getting a little bit anxious back there.
And as the leader, you don't want to start the race at the same spot every time, because these guys will know when they can go and start anticipating.
They're jamming up. Hold on.
You heard Bliss's spotter. He got stopped, but he got popped from behind.
You still hate to see all these cars get torn up like that.
Yeah, you do. That's where you just have to be patient. And somebody behind Mike Bliss, obviously, wasn't paying quite as much attention. Mike was getting stopped there and was giving himself plenty of room.
John West Townley out of the car, took 2 pretty hard licks, and they attended to him, and they're taking him over to be checked out. Let's listen into the 29 radio of Jeff Burton.
Pat, talk to your official. Make them black flag on that one. I'll talk to him. Already warned him once. Totally his fault for brake checking us there.
Now, that was a 29 spotter talking to the crew chief. That wasn't Jeff Burton we were listening to. It was his spotter. We thought that the 18 might have brake checked the field there and trying to get away. Didn't really see that because we didn't see the speed change.
We didn't see what we call a brake check, but it did. The stack up did start all the way up front, and then finally, by the time it got back to Mike Bliss and those guys, it.
And for the people who may not be familiar with the term brake check, you're talking about.
Yeah, the leader will get sometimes in trying to get away. He may jam the brakes on there to get the guys behind him jamming on where he can get away. But this happened back, it started, and then Mike Bliss got hit, look, maybe by Mike Wallace. Might have been who was the one getting into the 1 car there. But again, he has all the way to that start-finish line, and these guys start anticipating where the leader should be taking off, and that's what creates the problems. See Mike Wallace here. It's actually Marcus Ambrose. I shouldn't have said Mike Wallace. I saw him there, and it was Marcus Ambrose that got into the back of the 1 car.
Now, Bliss only had a 20-point lead over David Reagan, and 5th behind him in the points. And now Reagan being shown in 15th spot, Bliss back in 19th.
We're working our way down to the end of this thing. It's going to be 5 laps to go this time by.
Mike Bliss still is on the lead lap. Done a lot of work this car trying to not only keep him on the lead lap, but get to where he could maintain the pace that NASCAR requires when they do go back to green.
2 laps to go. They're trying to get the cleanup vehicles off the track and get some of the areas blown off there. So we'll get the green flag with 3 to go. Thirteen caution flags for a total of 57 laps tonight. There have been 7 different leaders, 12 lead changes. Kyle Busch, for the 12th time this year, has led the most laps in a NASCAR Nationwide Series race.
Okay, Kyle Busch took him way down to the start-finish line that last restart. He's going to change it up this time. Where's he going to go? Is he going to go early? If you're Jeff Burton, do you anticipate him going early this time?
Yeah, I just think if you're Jeff Burton, you got to be on your toes for anything. From the time that you get to that line, you have to be ready to go. And Kyle Busch can't now. He has to get to those marks, because NASCAR will get him if he takes off before those marks that we showed you earlier on the outside wall. So he has to get to that point, and Jeff Burton will be anticipating anytime that Kyle Busch gets right in that vicinity to be ready to go.
5 laps to go. By the way, just for information purposes, the record for caution flags here is 14 set in this race 3 years ago. We are at 13. We don't want to tie any records tonight if we can help it.
It'd be our preference if we could run these last few laps under green. It'd be pretty exciting finish here.
Should be. Don't bet on it, but it should be. As far as being caution free, I should say. Listen in to the 32 radio there with Brian Vickers.
Apparently he can get away with it. That's good to know. Brake checking is legal. Boy, they give him another warning. Odd answer, that'll work.
Bill Whalen's up here going nuts on the other channel to the tower, so we'll see.
All these guys are feeling like they got brake checked there. We didn't see that with our.
Well, they don't have the advantage of seeing our pointers with the speeds in there. It's perceived as it was a brake check.
Now we're going to put the pointers in so everybody can watch the speeds on this restart. As we saw Kyle Busch, it is 45 miles an hour on pit road, 55 in the pace car on the track. So he was at 55, 56, and an accelerator from on up from there. So he had not slowed down. Let's watch this restart here. We're going to put both the 18 and the 29 in, Kyle Busch and Jeff Burton. Will be 3 to go when they take the green flag.
The pace truck's got them slowed way down here. This is slower than normal.
Yeah, they're trying to get the blowers off on the backstretch, and they're able to do that now. They had to wait till the field got by. So they got those off so that we can go green this time by.
Yeah, now they just pulled behind the wall at the midpoint of the back straightaway. Here comes the pace truck off, and let's watch the speeds pick up.
Kyle Busch still bringing them down a long way. Right there was the marks.
Nothing wrong with that one, and Burton hung right with him.
Burton trying to get a run on the outside, but Kyle Busch is able to run that corner wide open and on the bottom, and there's no faster way around than that. You see Kyle Busch right down on the bottom where he's been all night.
Kyle Busch just too strong.
1.5 miles from the checkered flag. Last opportunity for Jeff Burton in 2008 in the NASCAR Nationwide Series car. Kyle Busch just pulling away by 0.3 of a second. And out of turn 4 at Lowe's Motor Speedway, Kyle Busch will get the sweep, his 9th win in 2008.
Good job, boys. Good job, Kyle.
Kyle Busch is unbeatable tonight.
Yeah, that car was just strong all night long. Burton second, Vickers third.